and gentlemen, drum roll please, she's here. Yes. Jessica Mendoza, so good to see you. Happy opening day,
it's
girl.
National holiday.
It is, and we've got beautiful weather out here in New York, so it's a good thing. I know we're taking you from the West Coast where you always have it. I know Stephen A is excited to see you as well. Got him on the big screen. Jess, let's get right into it. The Dodgers, you know, you grew up in LA. You think they're going to be just as dominant?
You know, this is definitely a team that, and by the way, Stephen A., I'm so bummed that you're not here because the last time I was here, you were like decked out. You had all the Yankee gear on. We were going back and forth, Dodgers, Yankees. And I just wanted a little bit of like, can we just talk about, you know, what happened in October and just have you kind of recap it for me? But moving forward.
No, go for it. My bad, Jess. I'm sorry. I jumped right in with the Dodgers. Have your moment.
I just wanted to make sure because we were going back and forth and I loved the attire. From October.
Jessica, I'm going to say this to you because I owe this to you to say that on national television. You were right, obviously. The Dodgers were the superior team. They won. I was a homer rooting for my New York Yankees, etc. But I have to confess to you this. That game one changed everything. If the Yankees win game one, I think that could have changed the series. They blew that. We understand that. And that daggone Freddie Freeman, don't get me started with him. But the flip side of it is this. Juan Soto leaving the New York Yankees to go to the New York Mets. Here's why I bring that up. I'm hoping and praying that I'm wrong, but I think it was an indictment against the Yankees to some degree. I think that he looked at a couple of people or a few people in the clubhouse, and he's like, I got a better chance of winning elsewhere than being here. That's what I got from the whole Juan Soto transition from the Bronx to Queens, New York.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't think you can give a bit better, bigger middle finger to the Yankees than Juan Soto doing what he did. And to be honest, Stephen A., you know, we're here in New York City walking around right now, and all the Soto jerseys that are walking with the Mets in the front is literally like and it's always the reverse, right? And it has historically been, you know, the Yankees being able to take all the players from the Mets, and the fact that Juan Soto is now chosen, and the money was there from the Yankees. It wasn't like they weren't offering. It wasn't like they weren't willing. He decided that he was going to be a better fit right across the boroughs, being able to be a Met. And that, to me, is where this season kind of gets excited. As much as I want to talk Dodgers and I want to talk about how dominant they are.
I want you to talk about whatever you want to talk about, whatever you're hot on. I mean, we've got some topics, but you go.
I mean, Juan Soto's going to be the king of New York. I mean, if he is able to produce the way that he can, and he's going to do it in a Mets uniform. And I think as much as he can build up, I mean, the best pure swing, we can talk so much about how great of a talent he is. But the fact that he's doing that in this city for the other team, Stephen A., I couldn't agree with you more. That was such a slap in the face, middle finger, however you want to look at going from the Yankees to the Mets.
It hurt me. But I'll tell you this, though. The Mets were not the team that went to the World Series. It was the Yankees. But here's what excites me about the Mets. And my boy Jeff Brown, you know, always sending Molly his love, him and the kids and all of that, the Browns, Nina, Nicole, and Nicholas. Here's the deal. When you look at the Mets, even in losing, they were arguably the most exciting team in the postseason. When you consider the Lindor Grand Slam and Alfonso and what he was doing in key pivotal moments, etc., you just look at it, Jess, and it's like, yo, the Mets, as potent as the Dodgers are, what chance are you giving the Mets to knock them off compared to an Atlanta or Philadelphia, for example?
They need an ace. And you hit it on the head as far as their offense. Are you kidding me? Lindor to Soto to Alonso. I mean, yes, their lineup is so exciting, but who are their dudes in the starting rotation? And they need one at the top. Kodai Senga, to me, that's where all eyes are on. If you're a New York Mets fan and you are banking in, putting all the chips in, saying, okay, Mets, let's hear you, not just in the NL East, but across the National League. You know, Kodai Senga has to be the guy. And it's been 2 years since we've really been able to see him throw, you know, and all the injuries that happened to him last year. But the Mets need an ace. I mean, they've got pitchers. We can talk about some of their depth, but at the end of the day, unless you got a dude at the very top, you're not going to be able to contend. And come on, I mean, the Dodgers, I know I cut you off when we were starting to talk about it.
Don't apologize.
But I mean, let's just go to sure. Yes, the Mets have Lindor to Soto to Alonso, but I mean, come on, Shohei, Freddie, Mookie Betts. I mean, Teoscar Hernandez comes back. You got Mike Conforto at the bottom of their lineup. And by the way, you've got 10 strong in their starting rotation that's got Blake Snell, Tyler Glasnow. I mean, it is unbelievable when you think about the amount of talent. We know that some guys are going to go down, but I have not seen in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Being
Your
from
25
LA,
years.
Yes.
Yep.
yeah. 19 years of my life.
Yeah.
A Dodger team that has been better constructed and has a guy at the head, at Andrew Friedman, coming over from the Rays, that is so smart to be able to develop and continue to make these guys better.
When do you expect Ohtani to pitch?
So Ohtani's going to pitch whenever the heck he is ready, because they have so many guys. Honestly, Molly, he could have pitched in Tokyo. I mean, that's how ready he really was. But this is where the Dodgers,
Where the
think about
depth
this.
comes in, yeah.
If you're any team and you're telling Shohei, hey, you know what? Whenever you're ready to be able to do
we're
this,
good.
I mean, they're talking about May, but ultimately it's whenever Shohei's saying, you know what? First of all, I'm going to hit, and I'm going to do all my things offensively, and when I'm ready to pitch is when I'm going to pitch.
SA?
Couple of things before I make ask this next question, Jess. I just want to remind y'all, first take producers and Molly as well. We are no longer allowed to show Dave Roberts, the manager for the Dodgers, along with the World Series trophy on this show. There is a reason for that, Jessica. There's a reason for that. I'm at the Los Angeles Chargers Monday night game. I believe it was against the Baltimore Ravens earlier this season at SoFi Stadium. And we're in the owner's suite, and that damn Dave Roberts comes up in there trolling me with the World Series trophy and made me take a picture with him. I mean, he just rubbed it in. He just rubbed it in. I love the guy. But it really hurt. It really hurt my feelings, okay? It really hurt my feelings. I'm just being facetious because I love the guy. And congrats to the Dodgers. I got to give him props where it's due. When you look at the Dodgers, my question to you, Jess, would be this. Remember the days of George Steinbrenner when he was willing to pay just anything to get just anybody?
Yeah.
Is it worse now with the Dodgers than it was then with the Yankees, considering the criticism that Steinbrenner was getting and how the Yankees were accused of buying championships? What are we to make of what the hell the Dodgers are doing right now?
I mean, they're the new evil empire. I mean, you lived it. You knew what it was like to be hated, right? I mean, everyone that wasn't a Yankee fan, with everything that George Steinbrenner was doing, all the players that were getting bought, that's a Los Angeles Dodgers right now. I mean, they are hated. And unless you are in LA or a Dodger fan, and really it's just fans of other teams that are jealous of the fact that they are going and buying all of the guys. But yeah, you take you back to the Derek Jeter days, late 90s, early 2000s, that streak they went in, that is what the Dodgers are trying to do right now. And in order to do that, yes, they've got the money, and they're going to spend it. But also, Roki Sasaki, who they didn't even pay, chose to come to Los Angeles because of Shohei Ohtani. You're now getting players that you're not even having to pay because they want to be a part of this team, which makes them even more hated.
Can I transition here to your sport? Because I remember when you were a star. And by the way, this Olympics diamond necklace, that's a flex right there. How about Carlin Pickens pitching her way into the NCAA record books? Guys, the Lady Volunteers standout took the mound in the sixth inning of Monday's game versus Arkansas, proceeded to throw the fastest pitch in collegiate softball history. Her pitch clocked in at over 78 miles per hour. Jess.
Can I just tell you that that's 110 mile an hour equivalent? Stephen A., 110 miles an hour. She's from 43 feet. So when you're talking about timing, and by the way, that's got like nasty spin. It is a dirty little pitch. She'll throw a rise ball, drop ball. She's got a change up too. You're getting me so excited. But 110 miles an hour is what Carlin Pickens just threw for the University of Tennessee, breaking Monica Abbott's record.
Incredible.
I'm damn near tempted to ask, can she pitch for the Yankees? I mean, I'm just asking. I mean, my God. I mean, listen, that girl got some heat on her. No question. That was impressive. It really, really is.
And she makes it look so easy, too.
Effortless.
Yeah. That's what I love. She's